I am giving
because
them a
we were
shout
able.
out. So I mentioned it in Genshin Impact as well. If you want to join a gaming community, I think that's what this Discord is. There's one called Combo Hive Minds, and there's a lot of
Combo Hive
bearded men
Mind.
on there, and they
Yeah.
actually had a conversation about how long their beards were earlier.
Did they?
Yeah.
I've been sort of
So
absent from Discord for the day.
yeah, well, check that out if you're in the area and you fancy seeing some bearded men. Sporker is included in this bearded men group.
Yep.
Don't let
Loans
your kids
isn't.
join. No, there are kids on it
He
as
still
well,
hasn't.
apparently.
He still hasn't joined. He still hasn't hit puberty yet, so he can't grow a beard.
But yeah, if you're in the area, join it. Just chat to us, chat to them,
Yeah.
or join our own Discord, which the link is in the chat.
We're pressed back to continue.
We are pressed back to continue.
And see the ugly looking guy with the red jacket. That's Lowndes. See the cool guy that's dressed like Michael Knight. That's Sporka.
Yes, because Michael Knight would definitely had red hair and a tattoo on his forehead.
He's undercover.
What, with a fucking wig? He had a mullet, a jet black mullet.
Yeah, well, when they released the reboot of it, he's not gonna have that now, is he?
Well, didn't he have blonde hair? No, it wasn't Michael Knight in the reboot, was it?
No, apparently they're rebooting the reboot.
Would you reboot a reboot?
And Kit's going to be an electric car. They're thinking that it's going to be the Tesla Model
God.
3. Yeah.
Do you say a Tesla?
Yeah.
No one's going to watch that.
No. Tesla owners will.
Yeah, but they'll sit at home admiring their cars, just making weird sounds.
My car's like Kit.
I've paid over the price for this, for functions that I won't be able to use next year. Ha ha ha. Dickheads. Why do Tesla do? Why do they disable the functions? Like, just leave it on. You bought that leave it on there. This is like when Apple take all your music off you from that you've bought from the iTunes store, or they took it all off you. Don't know if you could still. There's not an iTunes anymore, is there?
Yeah, no, it's Apple Music.
No, Apple Music, but you couldn't transfer all your old library over
you
to
could.
it. Oh, could you?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know.
Because I don't subscribe to Apple Music, but I can still listen to all my music
That you bought.
that I have on my phone. Yeah.
Oh, well, there you go then. They're still dickheads though. So if you ever leave Apple Music, even though you bought that music, you no longer own that music, do you?
Well, you see, this is the problem that I had as well. Like, because I have a classic iPod with all of my music on it, and it never gets plugged into a computer. Let's even try and take that off me.
Because that's a good point. Yes, you can do that.
There's no internet on a classic iPod.
Yeah, there is.
No, there's not. Not on the original iPod or classic.
Yeah, there is.
No, there's not.
I'm sure there is. I'm gonna have to Google.
No,
this.
it was literally an MP3 player.
You know, we haven't actually started the podcast yet.
Yeah, no.
Did the original iPod? Cause I can't call it the original iPod Classic.
No, you can
It's
just
not
put it in
gonna
the
be the
iPod
original-
Classic.
Because
Because all the
classic.
iPod.
How the fuck was it a classic when it first come out?
No, they only started calling it the iPod Classic after like they started bringing out like the Nano and the Touch and stuff. It was just called the iPad when it was the only fucking iPod that you could get.
Well, you are right. It didn't have Wi-Fi, the original iPod.
Yeah, no.
Fucking Steve Jobs telling all his dickheads to do shit for him.
And then you had to plug it into your computer and use it with iTunes.
He would have drove a Tesla, wouldn't he?
Oh, for sure.
Steve Jobs. because he with his turtleneck.
Or he'd have an e-scooter.
I bet he would.
Either or.
Fucking
or one of them fold-up electric bikes. Tosser.
You know, like mopeds that you can hear 12 miles up the road.
Yeah. No, do you know the e-bikes, the ones that fold up that have got like 3-inch wheels?
They're annoying as well.
Yeah.
They're illegal over here now, because they're not taxed and insured and on the road. But anyway, yes. Welcome to Talking or Chatting on the Couch. We haven't actually officially like named it, so let's.
I'm gonna call it to chatting.
I'm gonna call it Chatting Bollocks. Welcome to. I'm gonna put Talking on the Couch because that's the thumbnail. So welcome to Talking on the Couch. This is week 2. of our weekly podcast where we talk about what pisses us off throughout the week or what annoys us throughout the week. And we have a few segments today that I've come up with during the week as well. And
Yep.
I did have it on my notes, and I just thought the Twitch stream is on this. I'm just looking at my notes. So yeah, welcome. So Spooker, what sort of things? Oh, before we continue, remember to hit the subscribe button or follow or whatever.
Or like or whatever platform you're watching us on, whichever their option is.
Yep, we are on multiple podcast things now. Or if you're watching this on
Yep.
Sunday on YouTube, you can watch the video, but it's not really much of a video. It is just us sitting on a couch.
Yeah, it's not great video, and we can't even use in-game chat because it mutes me.
So yeah, all you'll be able to see is us just looking really awkwardly on a yellow couch.
Yep.
And the barmaid behind that just doesn't move at all. She literally stands there the entire time, frozen in spite.
And we sort of have our hands placed in such a way that it's drawing your eye to our crotches.
Yeah, I'm going to change. We're both sitting in the same posture then. But yeah, welcome. So this is Talking on the Couch, where we talk about different topics. I'm just going to go down to what we're actually going to talk about. So yeah, we have a couple of new things today, which is going to be interesting, as well as some returning favourites from last week. So, Spooker, the first segment, unjustified or justified, as you pointed out last week, annoyance.
I had one today. I was doing my shopping in Lidl, and I was standing, waiting to check out, and the person behind me was standing about a millimetre away from my back. It's just like people just standing too close to you. It's uncalled for.
Standing too close. Yeah, where basically they're going to be knocking on your back doors, and you don't want anyone knocking on your back doors.
Exactly. Like if they had any sort of an erection at all, like I would have been violated.
Well, they could at least do you a favour and check your prostate while they're down there.
Yeah.
Just get that out of the way, because if they're going to be in the region, why not?
Some things about COVID I really enjoyed. The 2 meter distance, social distancing was one of them.
Yes.
I think we should have kept that.
As someone with Asperger's syndrome.
You've got Asperger's?
Someone with Asperger's syndrome, I was very much happy with social distancing. I wasn't happy with COVID. I'm not going to say COVID was great, because it fucking weren't.
No, it wasn't.
But the social distancing was amazing for me. I literally had an excuse to say, get out of my space, you dick.
Yeah.
And in your case, someone standing too close to you in the queue, you actually said, get your dick out of my space?
Yep.
What about if it's a woman? Would you mind that?
Well, listen, you can't say these days. You can't just assume it's a woman.
What about if it's a really good-looking woman and you just get a little bit of nipplage just rubbing off your back a bit?
They're the ones you have to watch, especially.
Why? Because if you turn around, they're going to take your eyes out.
Yep.
Like little icicles.
She'd want to be very, very tall.
She would have to be quite tall, considering you're, what, 6'2"?
I'm about 6'2", and I'd say the top of my head is maybe about 2 inches. So I'd say my eyes are 6 foot off the ground. So I'd say she'd nearly have to be about 8 foot tall.
Well, you never know. You don't know these days. It's maybe you're going to start dating the Jolly Green Giants.
Ho, ho, ho. Green Giant. Sorry.
What about the ones he's standing on? Do they become mushy peas?
I suppose.
And if he takes a piss, do they become sweet corn?
Maybe. Oh, the ones that he stands on probably become peanuts, because they grow underground.
What, peas?
Peanuts.
What would the Jolly Green Giant be doing peanuts?
Because they're part of the pea family. They're not really nuts. Yeah.
I know they're... No,
I remember of the pea. The peanuts are part of the pea family. They don't even grow on trees. They grow underground.
Oh, they're in the same family as peas and beans?
Yeah, told you.
There you go. So
the more you know.
Of fruit. So if you want your 5 a day, eat lots of nuts. Fuck it. I will say, as there are people joining us now, hi, new people.
Hi, new people. Welcome to the show.
Please, if you've got children around, if they're not used to swearing, I don't want any complaints on our email address. So tell them to put their headphones in or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Because we do swear. Some
Cover
words
their
we can't
ears.
say because we're still restricted, unfortunately. But yeah, so people standing too close to you in queues, dickheads that don't have spatial awareness, and sometimes you know what you should do? Just cough a lung out.
Yeah.
Like if they're too close, just start going like you've been a really heavy smoker for the last 30 years. Like,
Or
or
else, either that, or I'm going to get some more of them those masks that we used to wear during COVID. I'm just going to turn around to them and go, I'm contagious, you know. That'll make them move.
you fucking will as well, yeah. It's like, okay, I'm done. Or just turn around and go, I've got the vid. Just do it
Or
really
just turn
quick.
around and go, hello,
Just
my pretty.
turn into fucking Dobby. My precious. Oh, he's got the videos. No, I haven't got the video. Oh, he's got the video. Yeah, you could do that. Yeah, that would get them away. Do you know when I'm doing that thing again where I annotate with my hands, moving them around,
Yeah.
and when I did that Dobby impression, then I actually moved my head from side to side, even make
That's
a
not
change
Dobby,
in
that was Gollum.
personality. Yeah. So yeah, people who standing in queues that can go in our go fuck yourself bin.
Yep.
So let's have a look. I'm just having a look at my little notes. That's one that really annoys me. People who point out the blatantly obvious. Like I worked in care for a long time, as you know. I became civic
Mm-hmm.
care, imagine all that sort of stuff. And when you know, when if somebody has a fall and like their kneecaps are now hanging out, they're no longer part of their actual leg; they're
Yeah.
just sticking up. And someone comes past, you're all right, mate, and you just think, clearly fucking not.
Yeah, peachy.
Clearly not. He's on the floor and his legs are in his shoulders, and you're asking if he's all right. Oh, someone just died, and someone goes, "Oh, call an ambulance." What fucking why? What's the point?
No
So,
hurry.
I told you about that, didn't I? When I was in having my eye checkup a few months ago, and I was in the eye centre, and I was sitting there, and I was half blind and whatever, and they do the checkups where they do all the scans, but I could still see. I'm not completely blind, and a man walked past that was blind, and I turned around to Maria and just went, "No fucking point in him being here, is there? It's a bit late now. Like he's gone past that point. He's blind." But yeah, people who point out the blatantly obvious. Is there any examples that you can give, Walker? While I
I'm trying
drink
to
on my
think.
beer.
I'm trying to think. No, my mind has actually gone blank on this subject.
I just wanted to sip on my beer. I wasn't really thinking it.
Yeah, I know. Um,
Or you know when you're driving along and you miss the corner, and someone goes, "You missed a corner there," and you
yeah.
go, "No fucking shit." Like
Or like that was
seriously?
their turn off.
Yeah. You know it's the turn off because you was trying to get to it, but you couldn't because some arsehole was blocking you from getting over the lane or something. And they go, "Oh, you've
Yep.
missed it," and you go, "Mm-hmm. You just want to open the door and just push them out. Just a quick kick to the side, and they're gone. But don't do that. That's murder.
I
That's
don't
frowned
know.
upon in most countries.
Could be self-defense
How would it be self-defense?
because they were attacking your well-being.
They're attacking your mental health. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. Why not?
Somehow, I don't think that's going to hold up in court, but you never know.
You don't know that mental health is a big thing these days.
Yeah, no, that's why like everybody's all about the well-being.
It really is. There's all new legislations over here as well for mental health in the workplace. No one's going to fucking stick to it. They didn't stick to the laws we've got. They'll be adding more, but they're in place now anyway. Right, what else is annoying you then this week?
I'm
Anything
literally
else?
just after thinking of one. People who are full of their own self-importance.
Did you get this
No,
idea from Tesla drivers?
no. I'll give you an example, right? I had to ring my doctor's surgery the other day to make an appointment. And they have a little voicemail thing at the start of it. And it says, our phone lines are really busy. Please be patient. Our our staff are working in a highly pressurized environment. I was
Fuck
like,
off.
are they fucked? They're two secretaries sitting there answering the phone. Fuck off.
That's just the
It's like,
receptionist.
that's not that's not a high pressure job.
You know what? Weirdly, in my doctors, the receptionists there are also the healthcare workers that
Are they?
do appointments and stuff. Yeah, I think they do have one or two actual receptionists, but the rest of them all do appointments and stuff. Because the receptionist who I thought was the receptionist did my HbA1c a couple
Hmm.
my last test as well, and then the other receptionist that I see is a senior healthcare worker that I
Mm.
used to know from when I was working and stuff. So sometimes they are in pressurized environments, but most of the time they're literally chatting shit, listening
If
to the
they
phone ring.
if they are answering phones, they're not in a highly pressurized
No,
environment.
they're really not, are they?
No.
But Marie
Doesn't
answers
matter
phones a
what
lot worse.
qualification you have. You could be the doctor and you could answer the phone. You're not in a highly pressurized environment at that point.
No, I get your point. Marie answers phones at work and she absolutely fucking hates it. So when you say self-importance, I think the people ringing would have more self-importance because they automatically think you're a receptionist only and that you don't know what you're talking about. That's just
That's the other
an
thing as well.
assumption.
I don't like when you ring up sometimes and like the secretary will ask, "Oh, what's wrong with you?" And it's like, "Well, something. That's why I want to talk to the doctor."
Yeah, yeah. I was hoping you could tell me actually. Um,
No, I didn't
but
realize you're doing phone consultations now.
oh yeah, we've had those here for years. It's really annoying.
No, we don't have phone consultations here at
Oh,
all.
we do. We've got webcam ones where we get naked on cam. Um,
Weird
you,
thing is, if you go to the eye hospital over here, we've got like a specific eye hospital, and they don't have an emergency department anymore. Well, they do, but you have to ring up and say, "I have an emergency with my eye."
can I have an appointment for my
Yeah, yeah,
emergency?
yeah, pretty much. But like,
Can you do 2 o'clock
do
next Tuesday?
you remember when I had the operation on my eye,
Yes.
like a few years ago?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
it started getting really sore and it was starting to get bloodshot and stuff. So I rang them to say, "I think there's something wrong with my eye after the operation. What will I do?" And they said, "Oh, well, send us a photograph of it." And I sort of like, okay. So I sent them a photograph of it, and they go, "Oh yeah, you've got such and such a thing. Come on into the accident emergency. We'll sort you out." And they actually diagnosed it completely correctly from looking at the photograph of my eye.
That's quite impressive.
It was impressive. I was actually impressed with that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And you've kind of just argued your point there, really, haven't you? Like argued against your own point.
No, well, that was like when you ring them up, you're not talking to a secretary. You actually get to talk to a doctor, and you
See,
describe your symptoms to the doctor, and he says, "Send me a picture of it."
it's really fucking awkward when you've told your receptionist, "Oh, I've got something wrong with my downstairs region," and then you see them the next day when you go out shopping, and they're just looking at you in Tesco's, and you know there's judgment there. You know
Yeah.
that they are judging you, even if it's something that's not an STI or something. They're judging you. That's what they think of me. I don't mind doing that so much. It's when you go in and you go to the receptionist and they go, "What's wrong?" And you turn around, there's about 16 people pretending not to listen.
I generally say I've got an itchy willy.
Oh, yeah, just go, oh, just the piles. Piles are acting up again. These
Yeah.
hemorrhoids, fucking hell. Anal fissures are coming back. I've got all three. Going for the grand trio here.
But you know what the weird thing is? Like, if it was a woman that walked into the surgery,
I've got vaginal warts.
they wouldn't actually ask her what's wrong because I think people are afraid of the answers.
Oh, they do. It stinks. Oh dear. But
and
it's
they
a
have
really good way. It's a really
and
good
they
way.
have the
Obviously,
best
well,
excuse as well. They can just say, "Oh, I have woman's problems." We can't go in and go, "I've got man problems."
they'll just give you a fucking tampon.
Yeah, because man problems are different. Man problems is I can't get this fucking shelf level. That's a man problem.
That is a real or man death, as you well know. But it's a really good way if you go into a doctor's surgery and you see it's absolutely ram-packed. Go in and just say, "I'm highly contagious again," because
Yeah.
every fucker will leave. Because that's
My surgery is never. There's never anybody in my surgery anymore because they give you an actual appointment that they keep. They stick
my
to it.
yeah,
So the
my surgery's
most
very
amount of
strict to
people will
it.
be somebody coming out of the doctor's office, and maybe before you get to go in, if they get a little bit delayed, the next person might be arriving. But that's the most amount of people that you ever see in the surgery.
Fair enough. But yeah, okay. So I've forgotten what the topic was that we actually said.
People full of their own self-importance.
Ah, yeah, yeah, dickheads.
Mm.
So as the internet used to name them, Karens, which I've got a auntie, cousin. auntie, one of the two, probably both, called Karen. And
And
yeah,
is
she's
she
actually a
a
really nice
Karen?
lady. But
Mm.
no, she's actually
Have you
really
ever
nice.
seen Have you ever seen her in a sort of a complaint capacity in a shop? That's when they're
Yes,
true. That's when their true colours shine through.
you've never met my family. We are dickheads when it comes to complaints. We will speak to the manager. There will be no fucking about. So yeah, her name's Karen, and she wants to speak. Anyway, yeah,
Yeah, that
okay.
was
So
great when I used to work in a supermarket, and I was the manager. Like, because you used to have like a duty manager that used to answer all the complaints. And I was like, but I never used to go in like a manager's suit or anything. I always just used to wear the uniform because it was a lot easier. People didn't bother you. But when I had to deal with a complaint, you'd go up to the customer service desk and they go, "No, I want to speak to a manager." And I was like, "I am the manager."
yeah, go fuck yourself. What I used to do when people would come over to me to complain, like if I was in the office or something and they'd come in and they wanted to make a complaint, is I'd see them coming or I'd get the receptionist to ring me to say they're coming up, and then I'd do the stinkiest fart I
Hmm.
possibly could, because the minute they walk in, they do not want to sit in there for long.
No.
Telling you now, they soon leave. Right, moving on now, because we did go on too long last time on the
Yes, we
single
did.
topics. We did rabbit on a bit. The last thing from me is things that annoy me, because I was watching the Purge 5 the other day.
There's 5 of them now.
Yeah, there's 5, but the Purge 5 isn't the Purge. It's literally like every single other action film. I was watching it, and it was basically two people escape from Mexico, and the purge never ends. So it just became two people trying to avoid getting killed. It became a
Okay.
post-apocalyptic film, not the purge.
All right.
But the purge is you last from whatever time at
Yeah, so
night to
like a
whatever time
night
at morning.
of like lawlessness.
Yeah, yeah. Well, now it's forever, so it just become Mad Max. That's what it turned into. Which anyway,
Beyond Thunderdome.
yeah, yeah, exactly. But my
2 men
annoyance,
enter, 1 man leaves. Sorry,
no
go
one
on.
leaves. The thing that annoys me is things in films or movies, if you're watching this in America, that are so unrealistic. You look at it and just go, "What the fuck?" Like we was talking about this last night, where we you you said Fast and Furious 15, they
Yeah.
go to Mars. Like
And
what
you're
the
looking
fuck?
at it going, that's going to be stupid, but I'm definitely going to watch it.
Oh yeah, of course you're gonna watch it. It's Fast and Furious. You just want to hear them shout "family." But yeah, things that are so unrealistic, you just go, seriously? Like, how are they not dead? Surely a concussion at least, or maybe a broken face.
Yeah.
But you know when
Or like
people get,
even a cut,
mm,
maybe. A cut, bruise.
yeah, yeah. Well, like it's weird because you watch Avengers. I'm going to use that as an example. You watch Avengers, and she goes in like the superhero or whatever. And they'll go in and they'll hit people around the head, and they'll be instantly knocked out. And yet
Yeah.
then they get thrown off buildings. I know that's a superhero film, but it's the same in so many different contexts. Any Jason Statham film, like he just goes over and he touches them or one punch and the geezer's knocked out. He's getting missiles whacked off his head.
Yeah.
So you just surely something just at the end of the film just show a doctor's appointment where the doctor just goes, "What the fuck have you been doing?
Or
You've
that
got
Mission
17
Impossible
broke.
movie.
Which
I
one?
can't
All
remember
of them.
which Mission Impossible movie it was, but it was like there was one bit where like he was in, you know, that tower in Germany that sells all the Volkswagens in the Volkswagen
Yeah, yeah,
headquarters. It's like
yeah,
the big round tower. It was a bit filmed in that, and like he got pushed off like the top of it
yeah.
in the inside and smacked his head and his legs off every level on the way down. Just got up and there was nothing wrong with him.
Well,
He's after falling about 6 stories down.
yeah, that makes perfect sense. I was going to say something then. Came in my head and then completely fucked off again.
Yay!
What was it? Because I know he broke his leg at one point, didn't he? Or his ankle, if I'm
Yeah, that was
correct.
in one of them where he was jumping from one building to another,
Yeah,
and he ruined it, but like he kept on going.
yeah. Yeah, he kept walking. But you just think to yourself, if he's fucking himself up doing the stunts, how is that realistic?
Yeah,
Like
no.
it's, I know it's called Mission Impossible, but it should be called Mission Fairly Difficult rather than Mission Impossible.
Mission improbable.
Yeah, because he doesn't by the end. We know he's going to do them, otherwise we'd all be dead, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
But you didn't believe me that, spoiler alert, James Bond dies at the end of the latest film. And he does,
I
I'm
don't think
telling
he
you now.
does.
He does. Daniel Craig pops his clogs at the end.
I don't think he does. I
He
think it
really...
was left as a cliffhanger.
Nope, he definitely died. Right. Did Daniel Craig bone the Queen? No. No. Right. Yes. The James Bond, played by Daniel Craig, died in the film No Time to Die. He was killed by missiles as he remained in the facility to ensure the nanobots couldn't harm Madeline and Matthew, whatever the fuck her name is. In the final moments of the film, Bond contacts, I think that's his daughter, to say his final goodbyes and express his love for her and their daughter. He sacrifices himself to destroy the facility and prevent the spread of the harmful nanobots, ensuring their safety.
Yeah, but that being said, he also, at the start of one of the movies, got shot in the chest and fell off a train, and everybody thought he was dead. And then he showed up on an island like a year later.
He also, You Only Live Twice as well. He gets shot in the bed. You know, at the start where the bed flips up, one of the older films.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's You Only Live Twice. I'm sure it's You Only Live Twice.
Do you see? I don't necessarily believe that he died.
They confirmed it. Because don't forget, they've recast him now. He's a new James Bond.
Yeah, I'm not really looking forward to that. I don't know what they're going to do with it.
Oh, it's going to be Irv in it from Game of Thrones. The one who plays the younger sister.
Oh yeah,
Maisie. It's going to be Maisie Williams.
Maisie Williams.
She's the new James Bond. Okay, let's go. Yeah. I'm going to mute a second.
Lawrence is now
Okay, I
coughing
was
up a
trying
lung.
really hard to hold back coughing. It did not happen. Right. So yeah, that's what's been. What other scenes are really unrealistic? Like, surely there's more than that we can come up with. Because
the one in the Fast and the Furious where they jump the car from floor to floor in the two towers.
The building.
Yeah, they go down about 80 stories, just jumping the car from one building to the other. That was mental.
Yeah, considering there was no gravity in that film.
No, there was. It just didn't really work.
Well,
they just decided to change physics.
If there was gravity, they were on the moon. Because you can't. The car would have had to have gone up as it come out the window, and it would have. That was.
But not only that, let's just say, for example, that the car can go straight out and go straight to the other floor. As soon as it lands, the suspension's just going to snap in half, and your car's going to have no wheels.
Well, the whole car will fucking snap in half.
Yeah.
The minute it lands, you're just going to hit the floor like a sack of shit.
Yeah, the whole thing will just go splat.
There's your body that will just break in two.
No, that will keep on going into the floor.
Exactly. I roll out of bed sometimes, and that breaks me in half. Never mind driving a car from once. So do you remember?
What the hell age are you? You're still falling out of bed.
Do you remember? I always fall out of bed.
How?
Because I roll off the side.
You need one of them beds with little guardrails on them.
No, it's because I've got a wife who likes to kick the shit out of me when I'm asleep. That's what it is, because she's kicking me in my sleep.
Sure.
It fucking is, you know.
Mm-hmm.
What else did I really good? I had a really good example. Or the Transformers movies. You know, when they basically fall the length of an entire robot that's about the same size as a skyscraper. Yeah. Then the next scene, they're about the same size as a single decker bus. Like
that's not even the worst bit. It's when they're falling so hard and then the robot catches them.
Yeah, I always thought that.
After falling about 4 stories. Yeah, after still falling about 4 stories, they're still got a splat on the hand.
The big metal hand.
It's not an air cushion.
Yeah, I know. Like he just grabs them in midair and you think, well, they're dead. And then he closes his hand and just crushes them inside as well.
Yeah.
Has your iPad just locked itself because it's just come up that you've stopped watching?
I wasn't watching it all to begin with because my iPad's out of charge.
Well, bollocks to you then. But yeah, that's so unrealistic. Anyway, shall we move on to the next segment?
Yes.
Why have I
What
put
is
that
the
twice?
next segment?
I put being lied to in films as one of the annoyances, but I'm sure
Yeah.
that's the unrealistic thing. Um, but yeah, so the next segment is, if I scroll down to the bottom, this is such a long list now. Things that we would like to see in society, and this is the new segment, so we're just going to come up with the one each. Things that we would like to change in society. I know what I want to change, but you
Well,
go
you go
first.
first then.
No, you go first. I want
No,
to see
you
if you
go first. No,
considering
you
I've
go first.
no, you go. You just go on.
No,
No,
you go first.
I'd get rid of Tesla drivers.
Yeah, I'd just get rid of electric cars, to be honest with you.
I've got an electric car, you dick.
So, I'd still get rid of them.
Yeah, I don't like them either. It's not what it says it is.
Like, I was reading a report the other day that said, "Oh, the latest generation of electric cars should now easily last 10 years." I was like, "What?
Fucking
I'm not going to keep a car for 10 years."
when they
Like, there's a
first
lot of
come out.
cars that are more than 10 years old on the roads at the moment that I'm seeing, and they're just going to say that, like, no, they can all just go in the bin.
I think that's misrepresentation. It's not the car that lasts 10 years. It's the battery underneath, because you can only charge batteries so
Yeah,
many times,
but
can't
you're
you?
not going to change a battery in a 10-year-old car.
Well, that's their plan, I think.
Yeah, like, because the
Conspiracy.
battery costs, like, about 25 grand when you
Yeah,
go
I
to
know.
replace it. Like,
It is
so,
so expensive. It's
like,
unbelievable.
it's
That's
cost prohibitive, which
main.
means that, like, they're actually causing worse harm to the environment because not only are they strip mining the lithium, they're also making you replace the car every 10 years. And the other car, the first car isn't going to be able to be used by somebody else. It's going to be scrapped.
They're also transporting that lithium around, or nickel rather. They're also transporting it around on great big diesel fucking shipping containers.
Yep.
Just use the diesel. Just you've probably used more diesel on that shipping container than you would have used in every single car's lifetime that's on the fucking boat.
And
It's
everybody who says then they always come up with this argument going, oh well, like you're making these comments on a phone that also uses a lithium battery,
yes, it's slightly
and
smaller.
yeah, the amount of lithium that's being used in phones in Ireland since phones started using lithium batteries has been something like 2 tons of
It's
lithium.
not just lithium in there either. It's lithium ion.
No, but they're just talking specifically about the lithium. They've used 2 tons of lithium in phone batteries in Ireland since phones started using lithium batteries. Like, but something like for Ireland, they've used like 400,000 tons of
Yeah,
lithium for car batteries so far, and they've only been out about 5 years.
yeah, yeah. No, I agree with you. I don't think it's saving the planet either. Plus, you got the rubber on the tires and all that sort of shit. So yeah, we could change that. Plus, electric drivers are smug as fuck.
Oh yeah, no,
They really are. So
yeah.
they're just. I
There's a
have an
new.
electric vehicle myself, and it's for cost reasons because fuel was just got way too expensive.
It's getting really
Um,
cheap again though.
fucking it round here. So what will happen out in England is the price of fuel will go down, but the petrol stations or the fuel stations or gas stations, whatever you want to call them, will go up because the people that profit is the people that own the fucking stations. That's just something that always happens. We never actually go down properly. But yeah,
You
no,
see, they'll want to maintain the same amount of profits that they're used to. So the more people who are driving electric cars, it's actually driving the cost of petrol and diesel up
well, no, no,
in the
you
petrol
fucked that
station.
there. No, no,
No, in
what
the petrol station, because if you've got 5 cars and they all fill up with petrol every week, and then suddenly you've only got 3 cars that are filling up with petrol, that's taking 40% of the profits that the petrol station was making out of the equation straight away.
then they just buy less fuel from the wholesaler, don't they?
But they still want to make the same amount of money, so they'll
They'll
make the
still
fuel
make it
more
because they won't
expensive.
be their outgoings will be less.
But
Their
their
income
outgoings
and
won't be
outcome would
less.
be less essentially, so it balance itself out. But yeah, it's it's the It's dickheads. It's the French. Fuck it, it's the French. Blame them.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not the French. It's the
It's the
wholesale
Americans.
price. It's actually probably America that raises. America and China probably raise fuel prices more than anywhere else
They
because they.
use most of it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, China's more electric now, isn't it? But yeah, America and
Not
them
really. They're
fucking
just doing
cheap.
that to show the world. Look, we can do electric, but actually our plants are all run by coal.
Yeah, they're probably fucking Fred Flintstone's in it, just there running with his feet at the bottom. But no, the
They
thing
have enough people to do that.
I know what I'd want to get rid of, and this is going to be highly controversial, but I do not give a flying fuck. Donald Trump.
Mm,
If I could change something, I'd make him a reasonable human being. I don't think it's possible to make him a good human being, but a reasonable human being.
yeah, just nearly normal.
Yeah, someone who can be a dick sometimes, but generally speaking, he's all right. Like you could go to the
I,
pub with
I'm
him.
gonna I'm gonna say what I want to get rid of, and it's gonna be very controversial.
Me,
It's like, do you know the far right movement?
yes.
I want to get rid of them. And do you know the far left movement?
You want to get rid of them too?
I also want to get rid of them because I think far left and far right, they're both as bad as each other. They don't accept any sort of compromise in either side.
Yeah, they do. It
Like
does go from one
and
extreme to the other.
the events of the last couple of days that have happened have really
We're
driven
not
that
gonna.
home. Like, no, we're not. I'm not even going into that.
In
Like, that's
fact,
just mental.
I'll probably edit that little bit out. But yeah, far right and far left do go from one extreme to the other, and it is fucking stupid. It's
I
like
just don't think there's any room for extremism of any sort in like today's society. I don't
yeah,
think anybody can be extreme.
it reminds me of when you was a child and you go to the playground. Imagine there's two fat kids sitting on a seesaw and they're going "fuck you," no "fuck you," and each time they do it,
Yeah,
one of them just pushes off the ground a bit harder than the other one, going
yeah.
"no fuck you, no fuck you, no fuck you, no fuck you," over and over again. That's what it's like. That
It's
is,
just
yeah,
gotten to a stupid, ridiculous stage at this point.
yeah. But well, I'd get rid of Donald Trump just because he told us he was going to end the Ukrainian war in a week.
I thought it was a day, wasn't it?
I thought it was a week.
Maybe.
Maybe I'm
Either
giving him.
way, it hasn't happened.
No, it really hasn't. And
He's been there nearly a year now at this stage.
I think it was a red flag when he said, "I'm going to build a wall around Mexico and get them to pay for it," because that didn't happen. The
Well, they
Americans had
built
to
the
pay for that.
wall.
No, no, they fucking didn't. That cannot be classed as a wall.
Do you know what else is brilliant? Do you know the way they said they were painting the wall black
Hmm.
to stop because it would make it more difficult for the people trying to get over the wall to like
Well,
get
you can
over it
see it.
because it's hot. No,
Okay,
because the
that's
black
just
heats up and it makes it that's fine. Except when it came to painting the Mexican side of it, they said no.
so.
They said no, this is not getting painted
No, yeah, I wouldn't.
because and then it's like so it's completely pointless because if you see the way the sun moves around the
Yeah, that's what
earth,
I was about to say. Surely it'd be
the
one
American
sided.
side is always in the shade anyway, and that's the side that's painted black.
So they've just made the cold side cooler,
Yeah, pretty
essentially,
much.
because they've just put it in more shade.
Yep.
God, they're fucking stupid. Well, it's just Trump, isn't it? He's such a walking
Yeah.
sack of mess. That it just, I can't. How's he done it?
And then you've got like the press secretary, the White House press secretary. Every time that somebody makes a complaint or somebody does something, she just comes out and says it's fake news or it's AI is responsible for it, and
Yeah,
they just deflect the entire thing, and that's it.
yeah. I
End of
know what you're referring
conversation.
to. Are you referring to a certain files that
Maybe.
where he's working for the FBI now? Remember?
No, and the other one as well, where they were throwing the black bags out the window of the White House.
Yeah, yeah. He told me about that one.
And then they said, no, that was just done with AI.
Yeah, it's just so
This is
stupid,
like,
isn't
what
it?
are you doing? Like,
Fucking hell. Like, just you can't cover up bullshit with more bullshit because you just get a bigger pile of bullshit.
yep.
That's Jesus. Right, shall we move on from the subject now anyway?
Yeah.
So the next thing on our topics to talk about is stupid laws. Is there any stupid laws that you know? And remember, you can get involved in this. You can send us any laws nearby where you are. Send us anything that you know. I will tell you now that a pregnant woman cannot piss in a policeman's helmet. That is false.
Yeah.
Because I hear that one all the time. It's actually not an actual law. They can't relieve themselves in a
There
policeman's
was a
helmet.
law. I'm not sure if it's still a law or not, but if you needed to have a poo, a policeman was required to cover you with his cape. That's how old it is. I don't know whether that was changed or
It's
not.
a really old one, but it's
It
not.
was a really archaic law, like, but
It's
I don't
I
know
know
whether
which one
it's
you're on
still
about.
technically a law.
Yeah, it's as far as I'm aware, it is technically a law, but not because you're taking a dump. It's because it's a public indecency.
Yeah,
So it
but
comes under Public
it's your
Indecency
right to have
Act.
a poo whenever you need to.
Not in public spaces. It's not.
It is. If you really need to take a poo, you really need to take a poo.
Uh, I'm not.
I've been there.
I'd have to. You don't. If that's the case, you can't just whip out your arsehole in the middle of public. Though you'd have to do it in your own like trousers or pants and stuff. So they're not stopping you from taking a turd. They're stopping you from whipping your arsehole out. Basically, your butthole can be on show in public space as long as it's not used
No, you
for
see, that's
toilet
why I
support.
think that the law is so archaic. It was before toilets.
Before toilets,
Yeah.
that'd have to be a very old law, then, yeah. I'd have to Google it, and I don't really want to put that in my Google search because Google's already confused to what the fuck I'm looking up.
Just turn safe search off. You'll be fine.
Research, there it is off. Researching for this show just it's made Google
Yeah.
question my life choices. To be honest,
Yeah, they are going to be calling on to your door.
right, I'm gonna Google it. Fuck it. If I take a poo in probably poo because I'm sixth. If I take a poo in public, should a policeman cover me up? Let's have a look. Nope. It's an offence.
Urban legend.
It's an offence.
Yeah, it probably was like a law back in the day. That's what I mean. Like it was.
It is public indecency. So
Yeah.
well, it's actually public nuisance according to this.
Public
There's people
nuisance,
walking
yeah.
past going, "What a nuisance!"
Because there's a poo in the middle of the road. That's just a
but
nuisance.
it's all right for the police horses to do it.
Well, that's only hay.
Jesus, it's right. The offender is liable to a fine not exceeding level 3 of standard scale. What the fuck is level 3 of standard scale?
£200.
And it's to protect public health apparently.
£1 million.
It's £1 million. Jesus. What to do instead? The first one, always try to use a public toilet.
Okay.
Well, yeah, given. Second one, if you're out in the countryside, consider the leave no trace principle. This involves digging a hole to bury your waste. What the fuck? Cover it up properly. Just don't take a shit in the middle of a field.
But just go before you leave the house.
Yeah. There's nowhere in England, unless you've like had a dodgy curry or something, and it's going to hit you there and then. There's a toilet. Normally, there's a pub, which in the UK is a public house, so you can use their toilets. They're not allowed to stop you from using toilets in a pub.
In the
Just
Americas,
so
they
you know.
call them bars.
Yes, but that comes under a different thing. That they don't have to have toilets, or they don't have to allow you to use toilets in them. That's why they can have for customers only in America. But in England,
Yeah, they can do that here as well.
What, in Ireland?
Mm-hmm.
Well, they don't have to have toilets.
No, they have to have toilets, but they can do it just for customer use only.
No, I know about this because I used to work in a pub, and basically they can say for customers only if there's another toilet within so many meters of that one. Then,
No,
it's got to
they're
be an
trying.
accessible toilet.
They're trying to change it at the moment. That you can't say it over here, but you can actually say it and not let the person in because you don't even have to let them into your shop.
Well, it'd be a pub.
Yeah, you don't have
which
to
is
let them
built
into
for
the pub
public house.
at all.
If they're barred, you don't have to, unless they need to use the toilet. Actually, saying this, speaking of that, in Scotland, you can knock on anybody's house and ask to use the toilet, and they're not legally allowed to say no. That doesn't count for England. That's Scotland only. You can knock on anybody's house and go for a shit if you want in the toilet. Legal
Now,
requirement for a license
in
anyway.
saying that, I don't think I've ever heard of a situation in this country where somebody has gone into a pub or a bar or anything and said, "Can I use your toilet?" and they said no.
To be fair, if they did say no to me, I'd take a dump on their doorstep.
And set it on fire.
Yeah. Well, I'd give it a go. Yeah. Right. So I don't know if that counts as yours or my law now, because I said about Scotland and shit. So I'm gonna go with, because I did look up some of these earlier. My favourite one. I love this one, and I know it's been mentioned before. I think Max Fosh does a thing about laws. I think it's him. Don't hold me to that. Um, but it's illegal to hold salmon under suspicious circumstances, and the reason for it is because back in the day, this is another archaic one. Back in the day, it normally meant that you'd stolen a salmon from the fishmonger. So you can't hold a salmon suspiciously anymore. What
Why
the?
salmon specifically?
Because there was a big import export of salmon in the UK.
Like you can do what you like with your trout, like, but you can't hold a
Yeah.
salmon
Get your cod,
suspiciously.
not a problem. No one gives a shit about your cod, but your salmon. Oh, Jesus. I just want to know what like connotates as suspicious.
I want to know how that law came about.
Told you because people were stealing salmons. So if they saw you walking down the street holding a salmon, that's fine. But if you do it
With shifty
suspiciously,
eyes, like,
yeah, just looking around with a little like coat on that's covering half your face. Mm.
or like a black and white stripy jumper on with a little eye mask, with a little bag over your shoulder that says swag.
Yeah. So
That's a bit suspicious.
can you imagine getting stopped by the police, just holding your hands up and 12 salmons just fall out your coat? I do nothing. You can't prove anything. It's not me. So, but yeah, that's one of my favourite laws, and that's still a law now. You still can't do it. Right? What law?
Yay!
What law are you going to bring to light?
Well, in Samoa,
Oh,
it's
Samoa.
illegal to forget your wife's birthday.
Apparently so. Is
Yeah.
this true?
So
Can anyone
I
comment? Let
don't
us know
know.
if this is true.
I
Because
don't know what sort of repercussions there are, except for getting the crap kicked out of you by your Samoan wife. But
he's gonna, yeah. But Marie would not be happy if I forgot her birthday. I
no,
sometimes I don't see the point of cards. I never have
no,
done because they just get thrown away anywhere. So why waste your
they're
money
good
to?
for like the day of your birthday, and that's it.
Yeah, but no, they're not even good for that day. They just save your money. Just get me something better.
It's like £2 don't sign that.
Yeah, well, that's if you're lucky. For me, it's 39p.
Ooh,
Yeah, 39p.
luxury
Card
range.
Factory.
Yeah, actually, Card Factory over here, I think they sell cards for €1.
Yeah. All right, but are these true? So let us know. Because I know
Yep.
that when we was researching this, I haven't gone too much into detail. I've literally Googled laws, and I think Sporker has as well. So,
hmm
it's still a good one for me. And this will be the last one before we move on segment, because we are running out of time. It's illegal to pass wind in a public place after 6 p.m. on a Thursday in Florida. I'd be
That sounds
fucked.
about right.
I would actually be fucked. But I walk down the road and just shit my pants on purpose. Not in public though, because there's no police to cover it up. But yeah, just I agree with it in a way. So when you're standing next to someone that's too close to you in a queue and they shit their pants, and you just think
Yep.
you're a dirty bastard. Did you agree with it? You seem to have gone silent.
Sorry, I was just looking at it. I found an amazing resource for stupid laws in
Well,
America.
we'll save some because we're gonna.
Oh, there's a lot here. This is like years worth.
Is this
They
like
break it.
Is this
They
like
break
it's
it down
illegal
by the
to?
state.
Yeah. Like it's illegal to have sex with a drunken fish in California. That one.
Yeah, or like in Alabama, bear wrestling
Nice.
matches are prohibited.
What's prohibited?
Bear wrestling.
Air wrestling.
Bear.
Yeah, that's what I said. Air wrestling.
No, bear. B-E-A-R.
Oh, bear. So you
Yeah.
said air.
No. Or else, in Alabama, it is illegal to wear a fake mustache that causes
Yes.
laughter in a church.
Yes, I've heard
Amazing.
this one before. That's because Alabama's south, isn't it? And that a million
Yeah.
ways to die in the west, where they've got their moustaches.
Oh, and here's
Air
an
moustache,
amazing law.
air moustache. Right, stop saying them now because we've got to save some for the podcast.
One more.
Go
In
on.
Alabama, it's illegal for a driver to be blindfolded while
Yeah.
operating a vehicle.
I think I know what resource you're on
Why
as
did
well.
they need to make that a law?
Yeah, I've heard that one before as well. Yeah. Why do they need to have the law about the drunken fish? Someone must have done all this stuff.
And it must have happened more than once.
Yeah.
That they had to introduce a law about it.
Surely the bear one's just animal cruelty, though. Surely that's an animal cruelty law. Right,
Yeah.
we are going to move on though again. So, any funny gifts for this week? This is where I move over to our Discord and see what we sent each other. So, what that we can actually say about. You sent a good one this morning, but don't do the one with the woman because that's going to piss too many people
Hold
off.
on. Wait, I'm going to need to go back here. I can't remember what I sent.
The one about shaving your balls.
Oh, yeah, it's just a picture of a dude. He's like really old and wrinkly, and he's just completely bald on the top. And the caption is, when you shave your balls and the trimmer runs out of battery.
So true.
He just looks like a nut, like one singular ball.
Really wrinkly
just
ball.
with like tufts of hair coming outside both sides, and they're just completely bald on the top.
I thought you would have went with the Take It as well that you sent me. That was a good one. Take It.
I didn't know whether we'd say that one or not.
We can say it as long as we don't. I'll do this because we've got to be careful of how we say it. So Sporker sent me a picture from Aldi's candy, and it needs to calm down. This is obviously American because I call it candy. Basically, it's called a Take It bar, which is a Kit Kat, and it's got 4 fingers in it.
It just says take it, 4 fingers.
Yeah. Oh, that one was brilliant that I sent you. I saw this one on Facebook, and it's an elderly couple from Crewe, which is a place in England. They bought a cockapoo for £2.5 and it turns out to be chicken tenders. The one woman said, at first we thought he was just a bit quiet. For 10 days he didn't bark or wag his tail or anything, but he smelt delicious. The other one said she kept telling the dog was shrinking. I knew something was off when I tried to put a collar on him and breadcrumbs went everywhere. I really hope that's true. I really do as well. True. Right, I think that will end the podcast. So again, next week, this will be released on Sunday.
Oh no, wait, the mini marathon one.
The what one?
The mini marathon. For gender equality.
Okay.
That I sent you. It was a poster for a mini marathon in somewhere. It was on the 6th of March 2024. And it was a mini marathon, and it was run for gender equality, except the men's race was 10 kilometers and the women's race was only 5 kilometers.
You know that it puts that she drowns.
What?
Which one are you on about? I can't actually see it. No,
yeah,
you're on
about
that one
gender
that you sent
equality.
Me with the testicle.
No, it was up a bit. I sent it to you on the 8th of September at 12 minutes to 1 in the afternoon.
Oh God, yeah, I can see it. So I'm just because I need to make sure it doesn't actually say where it is or anything, does it? But it looks like America.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
like they're running for gender equality, but the races are different lengths.
Yeah. The women have to do 5 km and the men do 10 km. Yep, that's so ironic.
That's gender equality for you.
Really is. Like Maureen never brings the fucking shopping in. She always leaves me to do it. Yeah, but anyway, so that will do for our podcast for this week. It will be on the streaming platforms on Sunday, most likely. I've got to edit it out a little bit, just make sure the audio quality is all fine. The video will be up on YouTube on Sunday. The reason why we do this is because some platforms are audio only, some platforms have the video attached, and I need to make sure it goes around them all around the same time, and then I get little clips from them that we post throughout the week.
Yeah.
So by all means, check out our different channels. So we've got YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Discord. Join us on Discord. Channels are all on the Twitch link. And would you know, we've got a Twitch channel. And remember, if you've made it this far, press subscribe, follow, share, I don't know.
Yeah.
Leave us a comment.
Because if you don't think we were that bad, you're not going to think the next episode is that bad either.
If they're still watching this far after a fucking hour, they're going to think it's amazing. Yeah. So remember, you can email us your suggestions at pressbacktc. Let me yawn a little bit. Pressbacktc@outlook.com. Send us an email. I'll comment on YouTube, comment on Spotify, whatever streaming platform or whatever podcast platform you like to use. Put a comment on there. I like to read through them, so I'll probably reply at some point.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I've been Lonesism, and
I've been Sporka.
He has, you know.
I have.
We
all day I've been Sporka.
As you rub your shoulder, arrogant prick.
Yep.
So self-righteous.
Yep. No flies on me.
Right, yeah. Thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Good night or good day, everybody.